I'm done. I'm gonna drop it and move on. Side too. Either way, it talking about ads in my chat doesn't help conversation. I know you're not, but what is that supposed to accomplish by typing that in my chat? Oh, that's awesome, Lainey. That sounds really good. All I'm saying, Sheesh, is that it doesn't add anything. That's all, bud. Okay, there's the amethyst. Or there's the geode. Fully intact! I broke no pieces on it. Go back up to cut everything else out around. No pieces ever. Nope. It was pristine the whole way around. It's okay, bud. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. I can't help it that you get them or not get them. I can't control that. But I can control what gets said in my chat. So if you help me there, it'll make things more positive overall. You don't have to spend a dime to be here. You can just hang out and be a part of the community and be awesome as always. Everyone's welcome here, regardless of how much you got in your bank account or anything like that. That doesn't show me what kind of person you are. Bye, Super Cat. I'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. I should make a shrine. I'm gonna hold off and see if we can't find any more geodes around. If we can have a cluster of geodes, I'm gonna turn it into a farm. If not, we're just gonna take the whole thing down. I don't need it there. It's not gonna be fruitful. I mean, I might have it for like the random piece of amethyst here and there, but I'm not going to keep the whole thing. We're just going to leave the buds and that's it. I just didn't want to accidentally cut into it when I was cutting around it. That's why I trimmed it the way I did. Is that the edge there? It is. We're running into fragmented pieces of everything. How's our ore? Pretty good. Everything's good. I want to make something for lapis. Where can I put it? Let's put the sword down here. Let's do lapis like that. As we start getting into more and more ores, we're going to have to make some adjustments here. In fact, I think I want to take this and add some more coal there. The bulk bone meal. What does that mean? What produces bone meal? A geode farm? How? Well, it's not a geode farm. It's an amethyst farm. And what you do is the basic gist is you fill it up with water, and you cut away the amethyst that grows out of the bud. And what happens is the amethyst floats to the top and flows to hoppers. The hoppers go into a chest. Then from that chest, you can pull it out and you can use it to make tinted glass. So like if I broke this, for instance, right here, I gotta be careful because of the sword or the shit. If I cut that out right there, that X is gonna produce more. That X is gonna give it to you. Well, I don't know if it turns into bone meal or not, but that's kind of cool if it does. So that's gonna grow out more amethyst shards. And the amethyst shards is what you combine with glass to get tinted glass. But you can use fortune to actually get more off of that because it acts like a mining node. But I have silk touch, so it doesn't really do anything for me at the moment. But you can cut from that and they'll regrow, and you cut from it. And you repeat the process over and over again, obviously. But if you have water in there, they'll float to the top. If you have flowing water, they'll go to a hopper. If they have a hopper, it loads into a box, and then... Yeah, you can use fortune on it. So the ideal pickaxe would be a low efficiency pickaxe. Like maybe no efficiency enchantment at all. And just fortune. So you'd have to manually make one. Because if you have high efficiency, you may break the bud. You gotta be careful. So you gotta work around it. It's okay, Lainey. I never knew that calcite would turn into bone meal. That was a new one for me. So we can manually make a pickaxe that we would use for mining amethyst, and we would use it for the amethyst farm. That's why you want a cluster. Because what you can do is you can just soak them all in water and have the hopper system surround it. That way, as you break the buds, they float up, get caught in the flow, go into the chest, and then you've got your amethyst. There's no way to automate it. Well, actually, there is a way to automate it, but I saw an automated farm online. It's way too complex. You have to surround a bud with pistons and surround those pistons with observers, and the pistons like knock it off and everything. But no, it's way too complex. But you can automate it. But that's not something I'm interested in doing. I just want to go manually cut them all up and move on. Like TJ was suggesting earlier, if there was a way that you could like move them and put them in place, then an automated system would be beautiful. Because then you just have a row of pistons, a row of buds, and they would just kind of like go nuts on it. Yeah, I'm cutting this one up all kinds of weird. Jeez, it's a mighty fine emote you've got there, my friend. I like it. Yeah. Ooh, there's lava down there. When we get to the deep slate, we're going to try and keep as much of the deep slate as possible. We'll see how much we get during this quadrant, but I want a lot of deep slate. I like deep slate. It looks really good. Do I want to do some math? I mean, that's what the... If you're talking about the redemption, I mean, yeah, I don't care. Just make sure you follow the prompt and do the right thing on it. Otherwise, you're going to waste your merits. Merits are a terrible thing to waste. Oh yeah, bone blocks. No, bone blocks are great. I was gonna say that I know bone blocks do that, but I didn't want to mess up your train of thought there. I was like, calcite does bone meal too? That'd be the same thing as a bone block. Talking through it helps. Hey, some people don't like it when I try and talk through it. But we got there in the end. That's the only reason why I like the soul biome in the nether. Because of all the bone blocks that are there. I go there sometimes if I need a nice little stim pack of bone meal. Because from a piglin trade, we got soul speed 3. Yep, we sure did. The only thing these are missing for them to be perfect, in my opinion, are Frostwalker, maybe? But I think that goes against Death Strider. But I would also want Thorns on it too. Thorns would be nice. So we're probably gonna need another pair of boots that have Frostwalker on it. That way we can use it for special case things. It might end up being our nether boots. That way we can walk on magma. Free for all. I'm in. So Steffa's, are you still doing 2 shows this weekend, or did you change that up? I know sometimes you wait till the last minute on some shows, depending on how the listings are. Do I like candles? I don't mind candles. I tend to use candles more for emergency lighting than I do for, like, to make stuff smell good. So I'm more of a fan of, like, the big unscented, like, candles that you can light and burn in case you need them for power or to look at things. I'm not big on, like, scented candles. The only reason why is because if you use a scented candle too much, what it burns and all the stuff, it actually accumulates around the area. So, like, some surfaces start to get kind of like slick and gooey, and I don't like that. Snag some holiday ones. You're running low. There are some smells I'm not a big fan of. The one I do have a scented candle. Sometimes in recent memory I've, like, burnt food and stuff and my house kind of stunk. So I would light a candle for it to go away. And the one I have is, like, apple and cinnamon. I like that smell. Bye, Sheesh. Have a good night, dude. I'll see you soon. I forgot that we cut into some of the taiga over there. When I was F3 and looking around, I said we were in a taiga, and I was like, how are we in a taiga? Because right now we're in a... I mean, this is a taiga too. Interesting. I didn't know this much of it was taiga. How's our coal looking? Coal's not even phased. It's amazing to think of how many caves exist, though. Look at all these caves you'd have to go light up. Like, there's a cave, that's a cave. There's probably one there. Cave. And none of these are connected to each other. Came back, I was so confused as to why Mega Taiga was now called Giant Tree Taiga. See, I never knew the F3 key was a thing back when I played Minecraft like a long time ago. So when I came back in the last few years, I learned about it and I was like, oh wow, this is a super helpful tool. So I didn't even know that biomes had names and that you could easily find them, and I didn't know how people knew what the biomes were called. They're like, oh sweet, I'm in a so-and-so. I'm like, how do you know that? What is this magic thing that you use? Is there like a thing? Yeah, the pause feature is kind of neat. I don't know how long that's been a thing for, though. Hi, Rarest Iowa. Guys, Rarest Iowa's here. Run. Run for the hills! Happy Thursday, my friend. What are you up to today? What are your weekend plans? You don't have any? Okay. Cool. You can't plan that far ahead. It's like a day and a half away. Why can't you plan that far ahead? I'm interested now. A lot can happen between now and then. Sure. Do you not plan vacations with the wife? She's like, let's go to dinner tomorrow. Wait. We can't plan that just yet. A lot can happen between now and then. Best we just stay at home. What's a vacation? You can't tell me you've never been on a vacation. Don't lie to me. Your weekend plans are sleep? Yeah, I can't do that. I downloaded some plans and drawings today for my job and looked at some of them. They're not due for like another 8 days, but I'm going to try and knock them out this weekend. That way I can get a paycheck next week. Be nice to get a little paycheck coming in. You spend 100K on a pool. Okay. That's cool. Good luck. Thanks. I'm trying. I haven't done any research yet, but I want to see if I can't snag some estimating software. I think you can do a free trial of a certain one that I enjoy for like a month. I think I want to grab that. That way I can actually do well with it. Because if I can do well and show them I can do a good job, I can try to convince them to buy that software, and I would love to be able to use it. I can never afford it myself unless I, had won a lottery or something. You have a massage on Saturday? Wait. You planned something ahead? We just had a whole conversation about why you don't do that. A lot can happen between now and then. Don't tell anyone. Hi everybody, meet Rarest, a walking contradiction. The cat's out of the bag. He makes plans, you guys. All right, cool. So you do have plans this weekend. That's nice. I'm sure you got something else planned too. You just don't remember it yet. Oh shit, that's right. We do something on Sunday too. 90 minutes of your weekend are planned. I mean, you go to church on Sunday, right? So that's part of your weekend. That's another, what, 2 hours? Maybe 3? Then you're probably going to get some food afterwards. That's more planning. Then you might watch me for like an hour. So that's another plan. That's an obligation? If I told you I planned on... Well, I mean, is that really an obligation, though? Except on holy days? I didn't say I was streaming on Sunday. He could watch my VOD, TJ. Or a YouTube video. I'm still on the internet and able to be watched. Speaking of which, guys, this is going to be the first weekend in a long time I'm not live. Exclamation point schedule. It's going to be weird, trust me. We might try and work out some community stuff on Saturday. What's the enchantment in pickaxe? Which one? It's if you're asking why I'm cutting so fast, it's because we're under a beacon. Look in the top right. Okay, is my VOD not my stream? Is my YouTube videos not my old stream? What am I missing here? What is KSP? It's Kerbal Space Program. It's a space simulator. Something I'm very eager to get away from. I didn't say watch me live for an hour. Oh, that thing. Yeah, that silly old thing. Yeah, just Mads. It's just efficiency with a beacon, my friend. I've got the same enchants everyone else has. I'm gonna cut this line before I change out the pickaxe. I see that it's low. I think I can do this. Yeah, we did it. I'm a fan of KSP. I'm just not a fan of KSP in its current state. 112 is a horrible patch, Neopod. Most of what I try to do in it is unplayable. I can't enjoy it. 110 was a very stable build of Kerbal, and I enjoyed it very much. But after 111, it's just gone to shit. And now that they're not going to be doing any more fixes to it for a while because they're focusing on 2, it's just going to remain a pile of garbage for a while. A lot of the community's toxic, yeah. But that's the same with any smart game, Laney. If a game has smart elements to it, you're always going to have people come out of the woodwork and be like, I build rockets all the time, and your rocket looks inferior to my builds. And because they are inferior, I will in fact declare that your builds are dumb. Exactly. I made that emote because of Kerbal, Laney. That emote was made because of Kerbal. That's the origin story of that emote. I wouldn't have it for any other reason. What's great is that we had it when it came to Factorio, and it got used a bunch during Factorio because everybody came in, they were like, "You're doing it wrong. If you build your pathway this way and put another thing there, it would be optimal." I'm like, well, I'm not here for optimal, dude. I'm here to play the game. Thanks. I don't like the way you addressed my advice. I'm never coming back. Goodbye. Well, what's funny, Rarest, is that we actually net lost follows the entire time we were there, and the people who were there during the gameplay completely disappeared after I left. The people who were raiding into me, the other streamers and stuff, stopped talking to me and everything. They are literally there for Factorio, and that's it. It's such a weird place. RimWorld's the same way. I was just trying to kind of break in and get some people, but like I was raiding people that had 800 people, and they were as interesting as a wet paper bag. And I tried raiding people with I tried raiding 200 people streamers, and they were just as bad. They were just I don't know. It's weird. Oof, yeah, oof. Well, yeah, and Rarest, it's weird because it's almost as bad as Factorio when it comes to like the people in the game, because they're all mechanical too. There's a specific way to start out. There's a specific way to build things, specific way to progress. They all do it. It's just they fight to find something original to break themselves out. And that's why I was doing all these cool little challenges and stuff, but like nobody seemed to care. Like nobody knew was really coming in. We had 3 groups of people in the chat during RimWorld. We had the group of people that didn't know what was going on, but hung around anyways because they liked to chat. We had the people who didn't know what was going on and just left. And then we had the, "Oh, you're not playing Cribble" group, which we still get today. Pro tip, if you want to watch Kerbal, go watch EJ. He's playing it right now. He's got 500 people watching him play it. So go nuts. Well, Rarest, and that's just it. A game could be as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. And yeah, I totally get that, dude. I totally get that. And that's why I've moved to Minecraft, because it's a kid's game that you can make difficult. And that's what I'm doing right now. I've made the kids game difficult. So I've brought it up to a level instead of trying to bring everybody, you know. Everybody knows the basics. They know what's going on. They can piece everything together. I don't have to bring everyone up to the level. They can just come in and say, "Oh, you're digging a hole. Cool." Hi, King Acura. Acura, it's good to see you, buddy.